Professional clout chaser Cole LaBrant is getting dragged again, y'all. He posted yet another video that had literally everyone convinced that he doesn't have a brain. Like, if he had any sense, this is not something you would want to post, but we all know too well that Cole LaBrant and common sense cannot be found in the same sentence. But it gets more heartbreaking. Cole's not the only one out here being tone deaf. For some twisted reason, people are making memes and jokes about Diddy's case when in reality, this is an insult to Diddy's survivors. The internet has people losing their minds, and it is honestly beyond disturbing. We must address this, loves, and so without any further ado, let's get right into it. Cole LaBrant needs no introduction. We all know he is the undefeated champion of clout and always seems to be at the center of controversy. Unfortunately, he always makes sure it's either his wife Sav or 11-year-old daughter Everleigh who are always in the mix with him. Like in the latest case, for instance, he had Everleigh embarrassing herself just for a few likes. For you to fully grasp the situation, let's start from the top. So by now, everyone knows that Diddy finally got arrested and is currently facing serious allegations. And these aren't just your regular run-of-the-mill celeb scandals. This involves racketeering, conspiracy, and some unmentionable crimes that literally make your skin crawl. Diddy's arrest has been such a major event that it is going to change Hollywood as we know it. Not only that, he's going out with a crazy number of people, especially Hollywood bigwigs and high-profile officials. It is that bad, y'all. Anyways, ideally, Cole LaBrant should be nowhere being mentioned alongside of Diddy as he is such a small fish in the game. But trust Cole to take advantage of any form of press, whether good or bad. And that's exactly what he did on Monday, September 16th when Diddy got arrested. Now, before we get all deep into the mess that is Cole's constant need for attention, let's talk about why this particular video has people so mad. It all started when Cole decided to post a cute video of him and Everleigh dancing to Diddy's I'll Be Missing You on the very day that Diddy got hauled off. And y'all, people lost it. He's getting dragged for filth after posting a video of his 11-year-old daughter Everleigh dancing to Diddy's song. But wait till you hear why this is hitting all the wrong notes. Remember guys, some of the disturbing charges against Diddy involve very young victims. Cole is a father of 5, guys, so how tone deaf do you have to be as a father to make this your moment to shine? You tell me. You see, it's moments like this that have people convinced that Cole hates Everleigh. She is not his biological child, and so people have pointed out that every time he wants to do something insensitive, he normally leaves his 4 kids at home and picks on Everleigh. And this is honestly heart-shuddering. If you thought that was bad, wait till you hear how Cole responded. Oh right, he didn't. The video was up long enough to rack up the views before he quietly deleted it. But the damage was already done and the internet is not letting it slide. People went off in the comments questioning Cole's judgment, and honestly, I gotta ask too. Why would you think it's cool to use a song from a man involved in such serious allegations, especially involving young ones, while dancing with your 11-year-old? Talk about being ignorant, clueless, uncaring, and out of touch. But it gets worse. Cole isn't just catching heat for this one video. This is just the latest in a string of messy moments where he's being called out for being detached from reality and chasing clout. Interestingly, ever since he and Savannah compared abortion to the Holocaust, yeah, he really went there, to posting controversial family content for clicks, it's like Cole can't help but step into hot water. Cole has also proven time without number that he will never change. If he were to, then we would be seeing a different man after all of that scandalous abortion and Holocaust debate. I remember they got dragged so bad that they deactivated their X/Twitter accounts, but then they just moved right along with their social media life like nothing happened. No apology, no acknowledgement, just vibes. It's clear by now that Cole thrives off of drama, even if it's at the expense of serious issues. But guys, what we're about to talk about next is literally shocking. This Diddy incident isn't just a Cole LaBrant problem. It is a whole internet problem. Ever since Diddy's arrest, social media has been flooded with people making light of the situation. There are videos popping up left and right with people using his music, reacting to his arrest, and even reenacting his arrest like it's some sort of joke. And even worse, dragging kids into it for clout. It is like no one cares about the victims anymore as long as they get their likes and shares. And to make matters worse, this trend of downplaying serious issues isn't new. We have seen it time and time again. Whenever a celebrity gets caught up in something dark or controversial, there is always a group of people ready to turn it into a viral moment. Remember when Kanye's breakdowns became a meme, or when people made light of Britney Spears' very public mental health struggles? It's like the internet loves to feast on other people's pain, and honestly, it's disgusting. Oh, and the people we're worried about in this case are Diddy's victims. No, seriously, how many memes and jokes have you seen about Johnson's baby oil just because the feds found 1,000 bottles of those in Diddy's house? It's all fun and games until you realize those oils were used on people without their consent, and no one is really stopped to think about that. And when you look at that in the light, it stops being funny. But Cole's video hit different because of the timing. Diddy's charges are fresh, and the wounds from these crimes are still open. In fact, the victims who haven't come out are way more than the few who have summoned the courage to speak up. You see, people aren't just mad because Cole LaBrant used the song, though that's bad enough. It's because there are actual victims involved in this case. And by playing along with the narrative that the Diddy situation is just some big joke, influencers like Cole are making it harder for those victims to be taken seriously. Let's get real for a second. While Cole's out here deleting videos and pretending like nothing happened, the rest of us need to take a step back and think about what's actually going on. Again, this isn't just about one video or one confused influencer. It is about a whole culture of people who are more concerned with trending than they are with the real lives affected by these crimes. These charges are so bad. Some victims have revealed being drugged, things done to them without their consent until they passed, and then put on an IV to regain consciousness, only for Diddy and his friends to get with them again. Ugh. Anyways, to bring it back to Cole, it's clear that this dude just can't stay out of trouble. His family-friendly, wholesome Christian image has always been a bit of a facade, and this latest controversy just proves that he'll do anything for attention, even if it means being completely insensitive. And while we could sit here and break down every single one of his controversies, it is so obvious that the pattern is the same. Post something questionable, get backlash, go silent, and then move on like nothing happened. But people are starting to catch on, and the internet is no longer giving him a free pass. It's moments like this that I become a big fan of cancel culture. Cole LaBrant needs to take a hard look at his content choices, and the internet as a whole needs to stop playing with serious issues like Diddy's charges. It is not just about trending. It is about doing the right thing. Moving on to the next chapter of this disturbing story. It might be a good idea to break down some of Diddy's allegations, and maybe it'll help people sit up and think straight. Guys, these charges are so bad that we have to tread lightly because even this video might be in trouble. In a nutshell, think about everything. Kelly, then multiply them by infinity. That is how deep Diddy's cold-heartedness ran. Diddy is being charged with trafficking, modern-day slavery, exploitation, toxic work environments. The list is endless. But just to summarize it in a sentence, there is a family somewhere who lost their child and for years did not know whether the child was dead or alive, all because Diddy allegedly took them. On top of that, he has also been linked to long-standing lawsuits related to his conduct with women in the industry. There has even been talk about him manipulating and harassing, not paying his artists, stealing from them, controlling artists, including young people, for years. But here's where it gets really dark. There are claims about making his female artists get into actions we cannot even describe in detail. And all these are coming from multiple people. It still beats logic how somehow people are acting like it is just another moment to hop on TikTok and trend. Like it's not one of the most disturbing scandals we have seen in a while. The worst part in all of these is that a lot of these videos are being watched by very young people who might not even realize how messed up this situation really is. Come to think about it, it is this unserious behavior that fuels criminals like Diddy to keep doing what they do. Because at the end of the day, no one will believe the victims. However, there's a problem, y'all. While we hold influencers and everyone else accountable, it is such a conflict because influencers thrive on bad press for clout. It is no secret that controversy drives engagement, and the bigger the scandal, the more people are talking. Cole LaBrant knows this, whether he admits it or not. that. I mean, it's no coincidence that he posted a video of his 11-year-old dancing to Diddy's song right as the music mogul's allegations were blowing up. Come on, Cole is no stranger to the internet game. The goal is always to get as many views as possible because more views means more money. And let's not forget that influencer revenue thrives on engagement. So, in a twisted way, being controversial is almost part of the strategy. Whether people are angry or praising them, influencers are still winning because everyone's talking about them. Speaking of strategies, let's not forget about the apology culture. It's like a reset button for influencers whenever they take things too far. They know exactly how to ride the wave of a controversy, and then when the backlash reaches its peak, they post a half-baked, insincere apology video. Usually it's filled with sad music, a remorseful tone, and tears, but half the time it's always more about the damage control than real accountability. For Cole, the whole Diddy song scandal could easily blow over with a simple apology video. He'll probably say something like, "I never meant to offend anyone, I was just making content with my daughter," and before you know it, his fans will forgive him and he'll go back to business as usual. We've seen this play out one too many times. Take James Charles, for example. He has posted more apology videos than we can count, yet he is still pulling in millions of views. After a massive fallout that nearly canceled him, James came back with an apology, and guess what? His audience stuck around. Ugh. Whether it's intentional or not, using a Diddy song in the middle of his legal troubles is a form of clout chasing. And let's be real, people love watching train wrecks. The more scandalous, the better. And influencers are smart enough to know that if they can attach themselves to a major story, they'll get a piece of the attention. Diddy's scandal is dark, but that's what makes it even more viral. The more outrageous the story, the more people want to talk about it. At the end of the day, we're seeing a combination of clout chasing and audience participation in the drama. As much as we love to call out influencers for their bad behavior, we're also part of the problem. We feed into the drama, we click on the videos, and we keep the machine running. So, yeah. Cole LaBrant is once again in the hot seat, but he's not the only one. The whole trend of using Diddy's arrest as some sort of meme is just gross. Thanks for watching, and I'd appreciate your views on this. See you in the next video.